Hey folks, so I was walking the Heroes Con floor in Charlotte last month with my buddy Thompson. We weren't talking about work, we weren't thinking about much else other than the booze we were looking for, and he said something that I've not been able to stop thinking about since. He said, amidst everything going on in life, all the noise, all the stress, this hobby has been a genuine escape, a place that really belongs to us, the community. And I thought, yeah, that's exactly it, and that's why I am starting this channel. My name is Carl Choi, and I'm a publisher, I'm a producer, I'm a husband, I collect art, original comic art to be more specific. I recently started collecting manga art. I have a lot of trading card art as well. I also love Magic the Gathering, TCG, genuinely anything that really moves me. And honestly, it's not an investment strategy or to build a portfolio. It's really just where I come to breathe. Let me tell you why it matters as much to me. I have to, I guess, take you back to where it all started for me. I am the son of immigrants. My parents gave me a work ethic and gave me resilience in survival, but what they couldn't give me was the map, the language, the cues, the culture, all the unspoken rules of how a room works when you walk into it. And especially in America, it's super important. And in a way, everyone kind of already knew growing up, and their parents gave them a roadmap, and I grew up with not much of that. But there was one room that, a lot of this didn't matter, and it welcomed me, and it was the comic book shop. And there, I didn't really a cultural need. I just need to read the comics, know the stories. And in itself, art already spoke a language that everyone already understood. And the people behind the counter, in front of it, cared about all the same things I did. And for a kid who felt like an outsider almost everywhere else, that shop was the first place that I walked into, and I felt belonging. I started off really, in business by selling baseball cards, comic books. Then I ended up working for the shops that saw my activities, and before I know it, I was a collector myself. Since then, I've also then, on a personal note, career-wise, lived a lot of lives. I've worked in music, nightclubs, events, agency work, and now I operate, manage a publishing and film company, and have successes, but also real failures, right? Double click into those later. I've made a ton of mistakes. I've chosen wrong things over the right people. I've learned the hard lessons I had to make peace with. And I'll unpack some of those as we move on in this issue and future episodes. And, how I got here. All these things were part of who I am as a collector and as a human being. But there's a thread that never broke through any of it. This whole collecting moment, every version of me through every chapter kept coming back to this. This is one constant. No matter what I've been doing, it was always about gathering, collecting, whether it's experiences, people, or things. And the reason is that that constant is not really the art itself. It's actually the people. And here's what this community looks like and how it works. So there are a lot of collectors who open up their homes every year. Robin Joe just does that, like every year in Charlotte at Heroes Con. The convention is like an excuse for us to go, but being in their room, in their house, is the reason. Ultimately, this is not a promotional thing. It's not about my story. It's not really, to be honest, I'm not a great storyteller, but it's really about keeping this hobby alive and living through the activities of these hobbies. Because millions of people will tell you that they're super fans of comic books, but they're really into the movies, the pop culture, and frankly, the business itself. The industry has deprioritized the things we love, where all these cultural moments come from, these comics and cards, etc. So that's why I'm here, to show you that this hobby is alive and well. I want to show you the collectors in the community that I love and spend time with. I want to document my own collection so you can see it too. Most importantly, see all the different facets as to there's no right or wrong when it comes to collecting. There's only what's right to you. We'll sit with collectors who built some awesome takes on what they see through their lens. And it's really not just what they own, but why, right? Like, why do they own a particular niche of a certain type of collecting? And what they would go through to find the right pieces, and how, more importantly, walking away from the wrong ones. We'll try to dive into prices. We'll talk definitely about the mistakes and especially some of the moments that as a community, doesn't look great, but we've all been part of, right? is not an investment channel. It's actually, in the traditional sense, is more about the investment of time, because that's one resource that we'll all never get back, and we all don't know how much each other have. So I'm happy here to share my personal time with you guys. Anyways, this is me figuring out loud with all the similar people that I've met through the course of collecting, of why we do what we do. If you're interested in collecting in any form, in art, TCG, comic books, etc., subscribe below and comment. Let me know what you want to hear, or if you want to come on as part of this community for me to chat about your gallery, please let me know. And otherwise, I'll see you in the next episode of Collecting with Carl.